We are gathered to offer salutations and devotions to the feet of Bhagavan. Welcome everyone. It's a long weekend. I know that some of you are busy with your own summer affairs, and the planting season is now on as well, so we understand. Few of us here today, we'll do the best we can. And if you're watching from home, welcome as well. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Let's please stand for the opening part now. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanurmardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatguru Om Agakshe Varade Devi Akshare Brahma Vadi Gayatri Jagat Mata Vishwani Namastute Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Triambakam Yajamane Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukmaya Bandhanam Mrityurmukshayamamritam Om Prithvi Tvaya Dhrita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Madhata Tvam Charayam Devi Pavitam Guru Chasanam Om Shri Prithvi Mata Vyo Namami. Listen. Om Apavitra Pavitra Sarvashtam Yatopya Yashmale Pumritaksham Samahya Bhayankara Sujyom Asprakshalanam Samarpyami Govindaya Namaha. Her mind is elsewhere. Right hand on top. Simply walk on this one. Om Amritopastarnamasi Swaha. No, sip it. Om Amrita Pinanmasi Swaha. Once more. Om Satyam Yasha Shrirmai Shri Shrayatam Swaha. Asprakshalanam Samarpyami Govindaya Namaha. Kushmule Sato Brahma Kushmadye Janardana Kusagare Sankram Devam Kushdharam Karomayam Om Yena Badbhu Bali Raja Yadro Mahabara Ekvam Prativadnami Raksha Machala Machala. Water in that family. Yeah, I can see that. It's going to be a tough day today. With the rain thing on the right, touch the water to the lips. Om Gamnamasi Astrunus. Om Nasune Karnasmais. Om Akshirone Chakshurastu ears. Om Kalanone Shrotramastu arms. Om Bahurme Balmastu thighs. Om Urvomi Ojoastu. Om Arishtani Myandani. Yamustarvami Sahasantum. Take some ice in the hand now. We'll join in our swasti. Benediction conference. Flow off. Not only do that, flow off. My thing is also. right, we join in the Swasti Vachan. Om Hari Om Swasti Na Indro Vridhastava Swasti Na Pusha Vishwaveda Swasti Na Stakshorishtanemi Swasti Na Brihaspati Dadhatu Om Paya Prithvivyam Paya Ushadhishu Payo Divyantarikshe Payodha Payaswati Pradesha Santumyaham Om Vishnuratmasi Vishnu Shnatrishnu Vishnu Sivasi Vishnu Druvasi Vishnavasi Vishnavetava Om Agnir Devata Vato Devata Suryo Devata Chandrama Devata Vasu Devata Rudra Devata Aditya Devata Maruto Devata Vishwadeva Devata Brihaspati Devata Indra Devata Varno Devata Om Jao Shantir Antariksha Gom Shanti Prithvi Shantir Apa Shantir Aushadaya Shantir Vanaspatya Shantir Vishwadeva Shantir Brahma Shantir Sarvagam Shantir Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasva Yad Bhadram Tanasva Om Shuklam Varanam Deva Shashi Varanam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Varanam Dhyayit Sarva Vignopashanti Om Shanti 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 Kara Bhavantu Prem Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan Ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu. We'll consecrate our altar this time. Om Bhurasi Bhumirasi Nitirasi Viswadhaya Viswasya Bhunasya Dharti Prithvi Acha Prithvi Trigunha Prithvi Mahi Gomsah Prem Sri Prithvi Mata Ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu. We meditate now on Bhagavan as Ganesha. Ganesha is Vigneshwar, remover of obstacles, giver of success, storehouse of wisdom. We ask Bhagavan may bless us with knowledge, intelligence, wisdom to recognize our challenges, and the ability to be able to overcome them all. The victory may always reside with us. To this Ganesha, we join in humble salutations. Om Gajananam Bhutaganaadhisevitam Kapitajambo Bhavacharabhakshanam Umasatam Shokavinashakarakam Nami Vigneshwara Padapankajam Om Yeram Mahesha Putra Samasta Vigno Vinasha Daksha Mangala Puja Prathamam Pradhanam Grana Pujan Bhagavan Namaste Om Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Triyambake Gauri Narayani Namaskute Sri Ganeshaya Namah Namami Sri Gauri Mata Vyonamah Namami Om Ramyam Sashobhanam Divyam Sahasamkhyaakaram Shubham Asanam Chamaya Rattam Viharna Parameshwaram Ramyam Swanam
Pratham Sri Ganeshako Pratham Sri Ganeshako Gauri Mata Pujako Shivaji Ki Nandanako Mera hi pranam hai Pratham Sri Ganeshako Gauri Mata Pujako Shivaji Ki Nandanako Mera hi pranam hai
hands now, we glorify Bhagavan's Ganesha. Om Jai Ganapati Sadguru Sadan Kavivarbhadana Kripa Vignaharam Mangalkaram Jai Jai Girija Om Agacha Ganesh Gauri Devi Swastana Parameshwari Am Puja Kavishami Om Sada Sammukho Bhava Friends of Gauri Ganesha Bhagwan Ki Jai Shalom Prabhu. Like the Lakshmi now, we offer our salutations and puja to Mahalakshmi, Lakshmi the dispenser of prosperity, of wealth, of health, of beauty, of fortune. Most importantly in Hindu philosophy, light is a symbol of wisdom as opposed to darkness that symbolizes ignorance. So we offer praises today. We ask, O Devi, in the like manner that the light dispels the darkness of night, so may the darkness of our ignorance be replaced by the light of spiritual wisdom. To this Mahalakshmi, give me glasses. With class hands now, we join in salutations. Om Namostute Mahaya Sripite Surapujate Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Mukti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukha Samprada Manushyatva Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute Om Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Vyonamagavami Vayami Stapyami Pujyami Karishyami Namyam Sushokam Divyam Sarva Sampyakaram
Om Lakshmi Mata Ye Sara Jaban Diyara Ab to Jyoti Ki Joma Sare Jab Ho Jai Diyara Om Lakshmi Mata Ye Sara Jaban Diyara Ab to Jyoti Ki Joma Sare Jab Ho Jai Diyara Om Lakshmi Mata जीवन की अंधियारों में तू ही है जीवन ज्योति जीवन की अंधियारों में तू ही है जीवन ज्योति ओ कलियन देने वाले ओ कलियन देने वाले सब रोग नष्ट हो हमारे ओम लक्ष्मी माता ये सारा जगत दिया अब जो ज्योति दी जो हरे जग हो जय दिया ओम लक्ष्मी माता
Divine Mother, Mahalakshmi. Om Matu Lakshmi Kari Kripa Karo Hriday Me Vas Manokamna Siddh Kari Purva Meri Aas Trahi Trahi Dukharani Haro Begi Sabratras Jayati Jayati Jay Lakshmi Karisha Kanash Mahalakshmi Namastubhyam Namastubhyam Sureshwari Haripriye Namastubhyam Namastubhyam Dayamini Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Samskrita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Prem Sulasi Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu. We offer salutations out to Sri Navgraha Devata, Navgraha symbolizing the planets in our solar system. We as Hindus, we accept that our lives are influenced by the energy that comes from these planets and based upon the time and place of birth, as well as our own actions, and the energy can be built of a positive or negative fashion. For whatever negativity there may be, based upon that the time and place of birth as well as karma, then today we as a whole are asking Bhagavan to guide humanity. Every human being deserves to flourish in this life. We ask that Bhagavan may inspire them from within with the knowledge to recognize their impediments, their challenges, and the ability to be able to overcome them all based upon the movement of the planets and the energy from them. For those of our members who are ill in some way or the other and suffering too, we offer salutations asking that Bhagavan bless these individuals and make them whole, make them well, that once more they may be able to contribute to their homes, to their families, and the society as a whole. Especially today, we'd like to pray for the following people: Srimati Anjani Ramphal, Srimati Lakshmin Devi, Shriman James Pritipal, Srimati Dayan Chandra Bisesar, Srimati Mary Mambahal, Shriman Munesar Budan, and Munesar, of course, unfortunately had a procedure done this week. He's recovering slowly. His wife called me to ask if all of us could offer a special prayer for him, that he recovers quickly. Len Lachmana, who hasn't been doing very well, and Srimati Eileen Lochan as well, who is not doing very well too. So these are the people that we know of. There are others as well, of course, that exist that we don't know anything of. We don't know who they are and where they are. But we pray generally for all of humanity. After all, we're all here sharing, we're connected, we're sharing this life together. Let's be kind and thoughtful to those who share this planet with us. We pray for peace in the heavenly regions, peace upon the atmosphere, peace upon the earth, as it affects all of our lives. Om Brahma Murari Stripuram Takari Manu Shashi Bhumi Sukha Budasya Gurushka Sukra Shani Raketu Sarve Graha Shanti Karabhavantu Sarve Graha Shanti Karabhavantu Prem Sulasi Navgraha Devata Ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu. Now, most of you who are here, or all of you actually, you know for a fact that Srimati Janki Samaru has passed on, left us. The daughter is here today. We'd like to offer the family our sympathies again, even though we've done it several times already. But you were not in our group when we did it, so we'd like to extend our condolences to you and the family, the Samaru Soli family. We got different last names, I know, but it's the same family. So the first Samaru Soli family, we are asking you guys, or we're praying that you guys cope with this loss the way it is meant to be. Life is meant to be that way. Children usually perform lost rites for their parents. What is bad is when it's the other way around. So in this case, it worked out well, in the sense that she grew to an old age before she departed. Our mission is completed, and we pray that the Jivatman finds peace, finds liberation, freedom from the cycle of births and deaths. If it must come back again, it comes back as a human being in a human home, where once again it can practice dharma. It will eventually take it to final liberation. So for Srimati Janki Samaru, being the daughter is here today, we will join in a special prarthana for the peace of her Jivatman. Om Anadinidhano Deva Shankachakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundarikaksha Preta Moksha Pradobhava Preta Moksha Pradobhava Om Shanti 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 Ram Nam Satya Hai Sabka Yahi Gat Hai. Alright, and with that in mind now, we meditate on Mahavishnu, Vishnu the all-pervasive Bhagavan, who becomes manifest from time to time and age to age for the benefit of humankind, by whose grace and blessings the dumb speaks, the lame walks, the blind sees, the impossible becomes possible. And we are asking, O Bhagavan, may you inspire us with your presence in our hearts, be the guide of our intellect, guiding us on the path that leads to the highest welfare, the path of truth and dharma, of righteousness and of religion. To this Mahavishnu we join in our salutation. Om Sashankachakram Sakirita Kundaram Safida Vastram Sarasiro Eksham Saharavaksha Stakastumasmiyam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturbhujam Omukam Karoti Vacham Mangulam Dhayate Girim Yat Kripa Namam Vande Paramananda Madhavam Om Nilam Bhujashamal Komalangam Sita Samaropita Ramadhalam Panam Mahasaika Charichapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham Om Ramaya Ramadhaya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sikaya Pate Namaha Om Neelavarnam Pitavastram Srivatsapada Bhushitam Govindam Gokulanandam Brahmanyaya Pujitam Brahmanyaya Pujitam Sri Mahavishnu Bhaganabhyo Namaha Namami Om Ramyam Shishurvam Divyam Sarvasaukhyakam Shubham Asanam Chamaya Rakam Parameshwara
Bhaj Govinda Jai Gopala Bhaj Govinda Jai Gopala Bhaj Govinda Jai Gopala Bhaj Murli Manohara Nandanala Bhaj Murli Manohara Nandanala नैना दर्शन भावे दीजिए चरण को मन बहला जी नाम तेरे मन बहला जी नाम तेरे नटवर की प्यारा
जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला
राम तेरा भवकाल नहारा दुख कुमारी उसने भी हृदय में धारा जिंदगी प्रसारी राम तेरा भवकाल नहारा दुख कुमारी जिसने भी हृदय में धारा उनके भी प्रसारी ये हितकारी साज मेरे खटमिटाने वाला
गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला
सबगत अंतर जो तुम्हारे सब खेल खिलावे तेरा दर्शन श्याम वाली कोई जरा पावे सबगत अंतर जो तुम्हारे सब खेल खिलावे तेरा दर्शन श्याम वाले कोई जरा पावे जन्म जन्म का साथी तू ही जन्म जन्म का साथी तू ही तू जगकार वाला
गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला
मुरली मनोहर जंगल
गोविंदा जय गोपाला गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला
All right, we will glorify Bhagavan Sri Krishna today. Hey, Krishna Gopal Hari, Hey, Deen Dayal Hari,
Krishna Gopala Hare Deen Dayal Hare
Krishna Gopal
Krishna Gopala Hare
तुम ही कारण परम कृपाल
Krishna Gopala Hare Krishna Gopala Hare
स्वतः के रंग भूमि में और कर्म योग के मर्म बताए। अजर अमर है परम तत्व योग, कायती दुख सुख समझाए। सखसारथी शरणागत के, सखसारथी शरणागत के सदपित पारे। दीन दयाल परम कृपाल, कृष्ण गोपाल, कृष्ण गोपाल, दीन दयाल, कृष्ण गोपाल, श्याम के रंग में रंग गए मेरा रस, खान को रस की खान हुए। जग से आंखें बंद करी तो सूर्यदास ने दरस किए। माता यशोदा ब्रज नारी के, माता यशोदा ब्रज नारी के माता यशोदरी। दीन दयाल जय कृष्ण गोपाल, जय नंद के लाल, कृष्ण गोपाल नंद के लाल, कृष्ण गोपाल हरि, नंद के लाल हरि, कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। कृष्ण गोपाल हरि, दीन दयाल हरि, दीन दयाल हरि। प्रेम से उसी महाविष्णु भगवान की जय। शरणम प्रभु। In like manner now we offer salutations and puja to Bhagavan Shiva Shambhu. Shiva symbolizing a reabsorbing aspect of divinity. Atman becomes merged into Paramatman. As self-realization is achieved, he is called Vardhata, the giver of boons. By repeating the Panchakshar mantra Om Namah Shivaya with love, with devotion and the puja of Bhagavan Shiva, simple tendencies inherent within us, brought on by anger, greed, jealousy, covetousness, hatred, pride, envy, these become burnt in the fires of our devotion. In this manner, we are attaining purity of thoughts, of words, of deeds, of mind, of intellect, of actions, which are prerequisites for self-realization by offering puja to Bhagavan Shiva with love and with devotion. I invite you now to sit upright, to cast away the worldly cares, we all have them, Let's put these at the back of your minds for a little while. Meditate on the most pleasing aspect of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is beyond names, beyond forms. The names and the forms that we use are tools to help us to keep the mind from wandering. Let's use those tools today. Imprint Shiva within the heart. Ask Him to make His home therein. To be the guide of the intellect, guiding us on the path that leads to the highest welfare and liberation. To this Shiva, we join in our humble salutations. Om Pashunam Patim Nasham Paresham Gajendra Sekritim Vasanam Varenyam Jata Juta Madhye Surad Gangavarim Mahadevam Ekam Smarami Smaravim Om Mahesham Suresham Suraratinasham Vibhum Vishwanatham Vibhutyangabhusham Virupaksham Andhvarekavaneetrinetram Sadanandamine Prabhu Panchavatram Om Girisham Ganesham Gane Neelavarnam Gajendradhirudam Gunathikaropam Bhavam Bhaswaram Bhusitangam Bhavani Kalatram Gaje Panchavatram Om Shivakanta Shambho Shashankar Dhanore Maheshana Shulim Jatajutadharim Tomeko Jagat Vyapako Vishwarupa Prasidam Prasidam Prabhu Purnarupam Om Namaste Namaste Devo Vishwamurte Namaste Namaste Chirananda Murte Namaste Namaste Tapayoga Gamyam Namaste Namaste Shuddhigana Gamyam Om Prabhu Shurapaye Devo Vishwanath Mahadeva Shambho Mahesha Trinetra Shivakanta Shanta Smarare Purare Puranyo Varenyo Namanyo Nagamya Puranyo Varenyo Namanyo Nagamya Om Sri Shiv Shankara Bhagwanabhyo Namah Namami Om Ramyam Sushobhanam Divyam Sarvasaukhyakaram Shubham Asanam Cha Maya Rattam Rana Shiva Shankaram Om Namostu Neelagrivayam Sahasrakshayam Vidushe Atmaye Asya Satvano Antebhyo Akaram Namah Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushpivardhanam Urvarukmiva Bandhanam Mrityurmukshyamamritam Om Varanasya Utam Vanvasi Varunasya Stam Sarjanisto Varunasya Retsadanyasti Varunasya Retsadanmasi Varunasya Retsadanmasi Padyam Argyam Achmanyam Snanam Sri Shiv Shankara Bhagavan Pujanam Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namo Namah Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namo Namah Om Gokshiradhamadnesha Gokshire Maya Kritam Snapanam Deva Deveshgrihana Shiva Shankaram Shir Snanam Sri Shiv Shankara Bhagavan Pujanam Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namo Namah Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namo Namah शिवाय नमो नमः ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय नमो नमः ओम शुभाला सब शुभालो मणिवाला सश्विना शक्ता शेता क्षुरनस्ते रूपा पशुपते कर्मण्यामा अविलिप्ता रौद्रा नमो रूपा पारजन्य गंगाजल स्नानम श्री शिवशंकर भगवान पूजनम ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय नमो नमः ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय नमो नमः प्रेम से श्री शिवशंकर भगवान की जय शरणम प्रभु
शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा बन गए रामा बन गए सीता बन गए रामा बन गए सीता शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा चढ़ाऊंगी मैं श्री भगवान जी शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा सखिया न मिले पूरा चढ़ाऊंगी सब सखिया न मिले पूरा चढ़ाऊंगी पूरा चढ़ाऊंगी मैं श्री भगवान जी शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा सब सखिया न मिले पूजा कराऊंगी सब सखिया न मिले पूजा कराऊंगी पूजा कराऊंगी मैं श्री भगवान जी शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए राम शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए राम सब सखिया न मिले प्रसाद चढ़ाऊंगी सब सखिया न मिले प्रसाद चढ़ाऊंगी प्रसाद चढ़ाऊंगी मैं श्री भगवान जी शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा सखिया न मिले आरती उतारूंगी सब सखिया न मिले आरती उतारूंगी आरती उतारूंगी मैं श्री भगवान जी शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा शिवाजी के साथी में बन गए रामा
today to glorify Bhagavan through the medium of the Panchakshara mantra. Amar will lead this chant, and I invite all to join in the chorus.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bole Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bole Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva
पूजा के विषयोपभोग रचना निद्रा समाधिष्ठिते संचारा परक्षिण विधिक स्तोत्राणि सर्वागिरो यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तदखिलम् शम्भो तवाराधनम् ॐ करचरणं कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा प्रमादं विहितं वा सर्वनिकक्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो प्रेम से बोलो शिव शंकर भगवान की जय शरण प्रभु. At this time we will take prasadam. I don't think we have any today. Just the temple prasad. Simultaneously with the Shiva Abhishekam and the Kirtan and Bhajan singing. We invite you to participate in one or more of these activities.
Har du det? Har vi följt som du?
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Tat Sat, Tat Sat, Tat Sat. Shri Svedvasa Kalpe Vaivashmano Yadmani Namni Namni Ishwade Namni Dhanvani Prasadana Sankalpam Aham Karishye Om Tat Sat Deva Arpan. Mangalam Visham
Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah हर एक पल में तुमसे प्रीति बरस तेरी। आज की पहली आज तुम्ही हो, तुमसे होता जाए। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः
ओम विश्वानि देवा सवितर्दुरितानि परास्व यद्भद्रं तनास्व स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। First one, Om Sarvamai Gunagam Swaha. Second, Om Sarvamai Gunagam Swaha. Om Janti Mangalakari Bhadrakari Gopalini Durgakshama Shiva Ratri Swaha Swaha Namastayo Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvamai Gunagam Swaha. We take the blessings of this time. I guess nobody wants to sing. Om Tanupa Agnyasi Tanvam Me Pahi. Om Yoda Agnyasya Yor Me Dehi. Om Varchuda Agnyasi Varchu Me Dehi. Om Agniyanma Tanonam Tanma Prina. Om Medhame Deva Savita Radhatu. Om Medhame Devi Saraswati Radhatu. Om Medhame Asvino Deva Vadhatam Pushkar Saju. Om Tatsat Sarvapaparam Divyam Gangiyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Rattam Grihatam Purushottama. Prem Salsi Shiv Shankar Bhagwan Ki Jai. Sharanam Prabhu.
पाप सब भागा भक्ति जब सारा। पाप सब भागा भक्ति जब सारा। श्री राम जी चरणों में मन जब लागा। पाप सब भागा भक्ति जब सारा। श्री राम जी चरणों में मन
words, you gotta put in your little extras.
Oh, I'd like to go on extras. Yeah, don't worry. Kidding.
जय माधव मदन मुरारी जय माधव मदन मुरारी जय केशव कलिमलधारी सुंदर कुंदन नयन गले सोहे बैजंती माला नाच बीती मनोहरी माधव मदन मुरारी जय केशव कलिमलधारी जय कब हो लूट लूट सभी खाया कब हो मधुबन रास रचायो नाचत बिपी नवहारी नाचत बिपी नवहारी जय जय केशव कलिमलधारी जय करुणा कर द्रौपदी पुकारी करुणा कर द्रौपदी पुकारी पचमेल पट गए बनवारी केशव कलिमलधारी
right. Once again, a warm welcome to those of you who are able to make it. I know it's a long weekend, everybody got things to do. There's only a few of them during the summer, and the summer is so short, unfortunately. It's not like Trinidad and Guyana. We're in summer all year. This is the 3-month period, and even the 3 months seems to be shorter these days. Anyway, it is what it is. This is our choice. We choose to live here. Life is good. We have to make the most of it. All right. Now, having said that, we will continue today with our Ramcharitmanas reading of the episode of Sri Ram, exploring the possibility, of course, symbolizing all of us, to rid himself of the ego which is around, that is unfortunately present in every single one of us. So there are certain sacrifices that need to be made. I spoke about these before. I keep repeating them over and over because everybody forgets. And if I ask you what I said the last time, nobody remembered. So, but I gotta still continue. Hopefully, I gotta be honest. Until the realization dawns upon us, we are going to forget things easily. And that's why we're here. We're working on that particular aspect, the path that leads to that realization. So, like I say, the example I like to use is when you first begin to teach a child 2 and 2 equals 4, and they're counting with their fingers and don't get it. Until finally it dawns, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 and 2 equals 4. Yes, now I got it. They'll never forget that again, right? Similar with us. We can hear the same thing over and over and over. But until you realize it, you forget. This is how it is. It's with all of us. We're all the same way. Even I got to remind myself all the time. So it's not like I know everything. I don't. But my purpose here, of course, is to help each one of us, myself more than everybody else, I think. To take that path that will lead to that path, the realization that we all look for. To know everything. To understand everything. That's not an easy thing to do. Knowing for a fact that when I do something, this will be the result, instead of hoping for the best. And Sri Ram, of course, is on this journey. He has crossed the Ganga. Boatman has been paid in promise. And of course, now he's about, after Sita made a petition to Ganga, the story picks up from there. Doha. Oh no, I think I should do the prayer first. You gotta remind me. We gotta do our invocations first, Yeah, invocation. Om Kadiramam Ranarangadiram Rajivanetram Raghuvanshanatham Karunyarupam Karunakarantam Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prabhaje Jai Ram
Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai
So Sri Ram has dismissed all the crowd that accompanied him to this point. And now he's dismissed, suppose he's dismissed Guha, who convinced him that he must stay on. If you remember rightly, that's where we finished. Now we see people shaking their head now. That's the learning that you gotta understand, right? And now he's about to set off on his journey. And what happens? Guha. Ganapati Seva Sumeri Prabhu Ganapati Seva Sumeri Prabhu Nai Sur Sarima Nai Sur Sarima Sakha Anuj Siya Sahit Van Sakha Anuj Siya Sahit Van Gavan Heen Ganapati Seva Sumeri Prabhu. Bhagavan Sri Ram, first thing he does, he's now about to embark on a very important journey of self-realization. We all are on this journey, buddy. And what is realizing oneself? You say Shivoham, Shivoham. Everybody sing this song, I hear it, many of you sing it all the time. So you understand what that means? I am Shiva, I am Shiva. What is Shiva? Now, all of us are equal in our build. We all are made of the same substance. We have the same equipment. The only difference between you and I is the makeup of what is in the equipment. You know, some people put oil in their equipment, some put water, some put something else. Well, the same way, Each one of us, our karma is the only difference in our equipment. Everything else is the same. Even the ahamkara is the same because we all have an identity. We all have an intellect. We all have a manas, a mind. And we all, of course, have the chitta, which is where the karma is stored, the effects. So we all have this. And Tab Ganapati Prabhu Siva Sumira Prabhu. What he's saying is Sri Ram, realizing he's about to embark on a very important journey, first bows his head to Ganapati. You know who Ganapati is, right? Ganesha. Why? Rama is Bhagwan. Why is he bowing his head to Ganapati? Why would he do that? Because he wants to set an example. When you are about to embark on an important mission, the first thing you do is invoke success. Because once you don't invoke that success, your mind is not focused enough to go on what you're about to do. Failure is not an option for most of us. So if we follow the trends that have been set, we'll see that Sri Ram has set this trend to remind humanity to think and to act in such a way that you will always be successful in everything that you do. Not hoping for the best, but be successful. Accomplish what we set out to do. Since he is about to embark on this mission, he directs his thought to Bhagavan in the form of Ganesha, invoking success, removal of obstacles, and giver of success. I say that every week pretty much. How many of you listen to it and hear it? I'm not sure that anybody hears it, they listen. But whether you hear it or not is a different story. So where does this inspiration or this thing come from? It comes from within, not from outside there. Ganesha is only a symbol. Ganesha is not going to come and remove the mountain from your path. If you're going through the mountain, you've got to find a way to go around it. And you have to use your intellect to find the way around. You cannot go through it or over it. It's going to be hard. Look for the easiest way, you go around. That's why you see they build roads around mountain, not through the mountain. Some go through mountain, if there's no other way to do it. But that means a lot of tunneling and so on and so on. Very expensive stuff, but still, people do it. But the success is always what we look for in everything that we do. So first he directs his thoughts to Ganesha, and then to Shiva. Bowing his head to the celestial stream Ganga and to Ganges, Bhagavan now sets out with Guha, Lakshman and Sita. So he always does this. First, pay a thought. You know, this is the reason why, I gotta be honest, those of us who come from the Indies, we perform Hanuman Puja, we do Shiv Puja, we do Krishna Puja and so on, Durga Puja also, and so on. We always raise the flag at the front of the house. You know why that is so? Because every time you leave home and you see the flag, you become inspired. I did that. But nowadays, people are not raising flags anymore. In fact, you know, I can see that we're coming to a point in our evolution of Hinduism now, where the temples are not going to be filled. Like today is an example, for instance. Temples are not going to be filled. The number of temple goers are going to get lower and lower and lower because the young people only look at their screen. This is where they hopefully find inspiration from. I don't know. But this is one of the reasons why we set the video to broadcast as well. Because we want to reach as many people as possible. No, don't forget, we are on a selfless mission to enlighten the world if possible. All of us are. Enlighten ourselves first, than the world. But it doesn't happen overnight, and the evolution takes place in such a way that things changes. Changes are occurring constantly. And nowadays I see that, and my father used to say this when I was a young boy, after my generation is gone, he said, I don't know what's going to happen to Dharma. They reveal Dharma. We've proven him wrong. And our forebears, our children, will probably prove us wrong as well. But the trend is there. Churches are failing. In fact, they're selling them out. Temples are half empty, and in the 80s and 90s, temple going was a popular thing. You know, we used to come here, this place is packed. People standing up outside, you know, downstairs. What has happened? Now we got more, yes, I know. There's a lot more that came out of the few that existed in that time. But still, the young people who are going to be the flag bearers of Vedic Sanatana Dharma are not showing the interest that they're supposed to show. The youngest guy here is Sunil, I guess.
I don't know.
So, this is where we are at this time, okay? But where it is going to go, I can't foretell. My time is limited as it is anyway. But it is still there. As long as I'm breathing, I'll do my best to ensure that Dharma continues. That's as long as I'm breathing. I don't know how long that will be. Anybody, no one knows that for sure. There's a limited amount of breaths that all of us have. So, let's do like Sri Ram is telling us here. First, show gratitude. Invoke success every time you make a trip. And you will see that our lives will change. And Sri Ram has done that. And accompanied by the Lakshman, Sita and Guha, he now begins his journey. This is where the journey actually begins. Because when we cross the water, what we're trying to do here, we're trying to cross the ocean of life and death. The waves come, they hit the shore, they die, they go back in, they come back again. Constantly. The cycle of our life goes on and on and on. Never was a time when you and I were not. Never will be a time when you and I will not. The human body, which is made up of all the same elements, will fall. It will fail. It will become decrepit, old, die, only to be reborn again. Because the same elements that we scatter in the water, in the field, or wherever it is that you want to put it, becomes growth for the plants. Not a single atom that exists today didn't exist at the beginning, whenever that was. And none will be lost if the end ever comes. All will still be there. Constantly there's forming and reforming of the same material. A lot of people think, oh, when I die, that's the end of it. No. That's just one end and one beginning coming right after that. I don't know how long it takes, but who knows? Based upon karma, it could be quick, could be long, who knows? But Sri Ram now begins his journey, and we pick up Chaupai. Lakana Sakasam प्रभु जाए तीरथ राजू भीख प्रभु जाए राम भीख प्रभु जाए तीरथ राजू भीख प्रभु राय तीरथ राजू भीख प्रभु जाए जय राम श्री राम That day, he stopped under a tree, and Lakshman, Guha, provided for all the comforts for him and Sita. At daybreak, Sri Ram performed his morning duties and went on again until he reached Prayag. Now, Prayag is called the sovereign of holy places, and we need to understand why. So we'll take, I think I'll finish my today's talk on this particular one. So we'll look at Prayag. Anybody knows what Prayag is? How many have been to India? None here. One. You know what Prayag is? You know where it is? No. You ever heard about Sangam? You've seen the movie, I'm sure. So what does Sangam actually mean? It means a meeting, right? Yeah. So it's a meeting of the Ganga, the Yamuna, and the Saraswati rivers. So three of the most holy of all places, of the three rivers, meet at one particular point, and that right there is Prayag. Now what does this mean to you and I? This is what I'm trying to get at, right? So we know it's a place, yes. But it's the symbolism that we are interested in. You know, Hinduism is a religion that is filled with symbolism. And if we understand those symbols, we proceed at a phenomenal rate in enlightenment. So whenever you hear these names and so on, you got to think in your mind, what is it that is being offered here? What is it that the poet is telling me? What is it I'm supposed to know that I don't already know? And I tell you, I could tell you and you probably forget it after the first day. I could tell you and you remember it for the rest of your life. Because not everybody is at the same level of spiritualism as it is. So let's look at what Prayag actually symbolizes. So each one of us have three particular things. You have it, I have it, everybody has it. They're called dhan. You know what they are? They are wealth. What are your wealth? I've said this before. Let me see how many you remember. Just put you on a test here. Nobody. All right. What is your resource you think? You have a body. It's called a tan. Tan, man, dhan. Okay. Pete, you'll be paying attention. Good. So the tan, man, and dhan, we all have it. So these three confluences, or the rivers that come up here, are indicative of that, the wealth that we all have. And the Prayag is supposed to remind us that we have these three. Let's use them for cleansing ourselves first of all, for purifying ourselves and the intellect, and make the journey to the realm of Bhagavan. So let's look at how this happens. So the tan is the body. You want to purify your body, what do? You drink water. What is the symbol of that water? Ganga, right? So, for a pure body, a healthy body, you need the Ganga. Alright? The Yamuna is the wealth, the dhan. So the dhan has to be used for a particular purpose. And that is for the promotion, the upkeep, the welfare of Dharma. And the Saraswati, of course, which all of you know already, I don't have to tell you, is the man. So if you can use the Saraswati on the man, what happens? The intellect becomes clear, the decision making becomes clear, the chip becomes neutralized, and everything begins to fall in place. Now, how do we come about doing this? This is the next question, right? Because really and truly, we're all on this journey. The journey is very fogged. It's hard to decide what to do, what is right from what is wrong. We learn it, and we still make mistakes. Now, making mistakes is not a bad thing. I got to be honest. If you only make them once. If you make them that one time when you learn your lesson, you're the perfect person. But how many of us make the mistake only once? Nobody? None of us do, actually. We make them over and over and over. That is what we call bad habits, by the way, okay? Anybody who doesn't have bad habits here? Let me see. Show of hands. We all do. Only Pete doesn't have bad habits. Okay, Pete. No, we all do, and unfortunately, because of the bad habit, we end up losing our temper. We get into quarrels. We get into this. We get into that. This trouble, that trouble. And some of the habits are addictive by nature. They're very hard to get rid of when they become addictive. And unfortunately, this is the kind of challenges that every single one of us face all the time. So life is a constant movement, a constant change that is taking place continuously. But we are all on this journey together, and we all need to help each other. Now, having said that, it's not an easy thing to do, I gotta be honest, because of our humanity, we tend to develop bad feelings towards other people because they may say something or do something that you don't like, or that is hurtful to yourself. And this becomes particularly bad when it's blood family members. You know that, right? You know how many siblings and so don't get along together at all, period? Why? I don't know, but generally it has to do with inheritance and wealth.
No, honey.
No?
You get married and you become a different person.
You get married and become a different person. What's different? You're the same person, your body is the same, everything is the same. You're thinking differently now. That's all it is. You're thinking differently. You're not a different person. You're thinking differently. And it happens with us too. A person that you supposedly love, or you think you love at the time when you hook up, suddenly becomes your enemy. Why? Because they can't see eye to eye? Yes, I agree. When that occurs, maybe you need to move on and take time off from each other. It's probably the best way. You don't want to stay in a bad relationship and be unhappy all the time. And relationships, I have to be honest, it's the worst possible thing to maintain. It's hard to maintain a relationship, because think of what happens in a relationship with two people. They come from different backgrounds, different parents, different kind of Sanskriti, upbringing. And what happens? You put them together. It's a total recipe for disaster. But, having said that, it's your best chance to move ahead spiritually. Tell you why. A lot of people don't see this the way I see it. They think, oh yeah, I don't get along, that's it. But how do you become a patient person? Unless you meet disasters in life, you can never develop patience. One of the best ways to develop patience actually is to become a parent. That's the first thing. And the other one is how to learn to live with someone else and other people, because then you gotta extend this not only to your spouse but to everyone else. Is to be able to get along with your spouse. These are not simple things. They don't work all the time. And even the ones who stay together, they don't get along all the time. If there was no quarreling between husbands and wives, none of them will get on the right path. It's important that you state your opinion, and if the other person is making a mistake, that they be able to see it. Because unless somebody tell you have a problem, you never find out for yourself. You think I could go and tell the drunk that, man, you got a drink problem? You tell me to get lost. But if the drunk himself realizes he has a problem, somebody tell him, say, yes, I think I do indeed. He will make efforts to change it. One, this is a problem that most of us don't see. All the time, unless the sick person realizes they're sick, they don't want to go to the doctor. They think they're strong, they can make it, it's only a passing thing. Unless the drunk knows that he's a drunk, he will not seek help to overcome the drinking problem. And that goes for all habits. Because the addictive ones are unfortunately very, very hard to come to terms with. And the drunk is only sober until his next drink. That's how hard it is. He could be sober for months and months and months, and then he take one drink and that's it, he's done. I don't know how many of you have seen that before, but it's a fact. They make all kind of promises, they make all kind of changes in their life, and they'll, oh, I'm sober for so long. And then one little drink and that person is gone.
You're sober for so long, I didn't take a drink.
But this is really, oh my, the time is up, unfortunately. Let me see, I think that clock isn't working right, you know. It's about 4 or 5 minutes to 4. Yeah, it's 46, it's not. You got 46?
46.
So I have to bring this to a close, unfortunately, and we'll pick it up and when we meet next time. Next time will not be next week, okay? Let me be. We'll look a little bit more at the Prayag and then read the rest of the, hopefully the Katha. These Kathas are very lengthy when you go into the kind of depth that we do, and this is the time we have to do it, really, when you think about it. If I only give one message per day and a short message, then it will be changing every week. This one is a continuous, but the messages are in there to help us to improve our lives. I hope you like it.
Pandit, you're referring to Tanmantan as Ghamandi.
As Ghamandi?
The
No,
one
Ghamandi is a Hamkar. Ghamandi is pride. Tan is body,
Yes, yes.
Man is life, the Atma, or the, what you call the soul, and Dhan is the resources.
But maybe I misunderstood. I thought you were referring to Ghamandi. Because we talked about this before.
What is Ghamandi?
Well,
What do you understand by Ghamandi?
well, I thought that was the Ghamandi, the Tanmantan was collectively
No,
called
no, no,
Ghamandi.
no. What we're working on, and I'll get this the next time. There are 4 rewards in our lives, right? And I'll be very brief on this. 4 rewards: Dharam, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. You know those words. Well, for them to be realized, then you have to use the Tan, the Man, and the Dhan in such a way that you will be able to reap those rewards. So this is where the Prayag thing comes in, and this is what I was aiming for, but I haven't got that far yet.
So can you clarify what's Ghamandi?
Ghamandi is when somebody acts in a very proud manner.
Yes.
Ghamandi. I hear people say that all the time.
Yeah. That's total different from Tanman and Tan. Now this is Gam. Gamandi. Now Gam actually has a very special meaning as well. Kavi Kushi, Kavi Gam. So the Gam comes from there, sometimes sad, sometimes good. Alright? Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. We all go through those changes. But we want to be happy all the time, right? Isn't that what we all want? How much happiness do you want? All the time. We want to be happy all the time. Only Bedu is happy all the time.
In different ways.
That's good. And I have the suggestion.
Yeah.
I've been watching this temple. There's always double women and men. What is going on?
All the men think their wives are praying for them.
Yeah, but you all have to set an example too. I mean, you got your wife because I want to follow. But
Alright, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men. How many men? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 men. 13 men. Women. 13 women. And 5 men. So
how far are you
it's
dropped?
not even 2 to 1. So. What can I tell you? Maybe there are more women in the world than men.
I think so. Not by that ratio, though.
No, what my thinking is this. Men are not comfortable with showing up in company like this, okay? For some reason, whenever they do attend puja, they all sit outside talking politics and sports. They don't come and participate in the devotional part of the service. And so they miss out. It's unfortunate, but this is how we are.
And they're outside because there's something in the car trunk.
But can you appeal
That too.
to men?
But you know, I'm honest with you. The dharma is on the shoulders and the backs of women mostly. They show more interest, they participate more, and they're fearless. We're performing jobs are concerned. The men are tentative, they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that. They feel embarrassed doing this, they feel like if they show any emotion, they think they're weak.
They have less patience. So
They need more
this
kids.
This is too slow.
They need more kids then. That's the only solution.
No, but they don't. When the kids are tots,
Yeah,
the men are not around.
they are. I was around for mine. So,
Not in the same way.
anyway, I want to thank all of you for coming out today and joining us. I hope I've talked some sense instead of nonsense, and that you all learned something. This is the main thing. If you came here and didn't learn anything, then we all wasted the day. It means I didn't do a good job, and you wasted your time. So it's on me to make sure that you do understand, and I try the best I can, based upon my limited ability as well. I'm not perfect in any way, and the person who will tell you this is my own wife. She will tell you right away that I'm not. But I struggle along, and so let me first of all go through the announcements. Did you give me a new one of these today? Okay, she gave me one today, yes, I see. Alright, we want to thank everybody for coming out and joining us, and we want to welcome Kamini here for not the first time, but after a very long time. Yeah.
This is the second time.
Yeah, not that one. Yeah, 2 communities here today. I mean, can you imagine that? 18 of us here and 2 of them communities. Popular name. Popular name. So welcome, community. We're sorry about your mom's passing. And
I want to thank everyone who came, especially the Kirtan group.
yes, they were there for 2 years. And we are thankful to them for showing up and participating. And also, all the remainder of the people who are here observing, we want to thank you for coming out and joining with us. We hope to see you again next time. So I won't be here next week, and the week after I think is not my turn either. So after that I'll be here. That's going on to mid-June already. Anyway, so that will be May the 4th, June the 11th I'll be here, yes. And Monday, May the 29th is Gayatri Jayanti, for those who are observing. So this is soon, not this week, coming the other week. And Saturday, June 3rd is the full moon. So that will be observed on this Sunday, June the 4th. Those who are celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, we want to wish you all the best wishes. Long life, good health, and all happiness. And if you didn't tell me, I can't announce your name. So it means you have to tell me. We want to thank the musicians and the singers for coming out and helping us and making the service that much more palatable. If it was just me alone talking, you'd be tired and bored to death, I know. Yeah. The music makes it much more interesting. And we want to, without their talent, we wouldn't be in that situation. So we're really grateful to the musicians for their contributions. We want to thank Mahendra Samaru and Kamini Soni for the $668. I don't know how that number come, but whatever it is, we want to thank them for the donation.
I don't know how he came up with his number, but mine is $1 a day.
$1 a day, not $365. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. The 303 comes on 3 times 101. I figured that out. Some people like to give the 101, right? Because you make it.
I think my mom taught us that it had to be an odd number.
Yeah.
And for me, it's 365.
So what happens when it's a leap year?
Then I just an extra. I just had to give an extra.
So thankfully, yes, we appreciate the donation. And I gotta be honest, for those who are listening as well, the temple runs on your donation. There's no expenditure for payments here to anybody. It's all used for maintaining and promoting of Dharma through this temple. That's all. So whatever money you give and donate goes directly to the temple for the use of the temple's activities. Where it's paying their bills, doing the other stuff. Filming is not that big a deal because everybody has phone now. So we just need somebody to manage it, right? Thank you, Sunil, for doing that, and Leela for beginning. So everything, I mean, broadcasting is live. You can go back and see yourself on TV. All right, if you wish. So thank you. Thank you all for coming, and let's stand for Aarti and close, please. Otherwise you can go on for, I'm a matter of fact kind of guy. I talk forever, and when people show some interest, I don't stop.
You got a flower?
Oh, it is.
भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है पारी ज्योति जगाने वाला
Twameva bandhuscha sakha सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ बार बार परमागम हर्षदेव श्रीराम पद सरोजन पायनी भक्ति सदा सत्संगस्य वज्रामचंद्र की जय शरणं प्रभु उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय सिया वज्रामचंद्र की जय शरणं प्रभु ओम गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेव महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः ओम आवनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजा चैवा न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वरो यौ शान्ति अंतरिक्षं शान्ति पृथ्वी शान्ति आपा शान्ति औषधय शान्ति वनस्पतय शान्ति विश्वदेव शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्ति सर्वं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्तिर्भवतु ॐ शान्ति शांति शांति हरि ओम प्रेम से उस कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय शरणं प्रभु ऑलराइट आरती पंचामृत प्रसाद